Yeah, so also good morning. On my way to go and cut my hair, I figured out I might as well just rant the camera. I need to step down my. Okay, so recently people have been pissing me off. I've tried to figure out what to do. I have been ignoring. But at the same time, yeah, while ignoring, I'm practicing this muscle of not interfering in other people's business, not trying to control people, not even trying to give advice except asked for. And ironically, sometimes, right, I look about and it makes me feel like, oh, I don't care about the person. If I care about the person, I should give the person advice, right? And all of a sudden, sometimes when that thought crosses my mind, one other thought follows. The thought says, seek and you shall find, ask and it shall be open. At the same time, some scriptures from some sayings from Jesus Christ, like, don't judge anyone. At the same time, you should be judgmental. So people misunderstand that. I feel people heavily misunderstand that part of the Bible where it says, talking about don't judging anybody, about not judging anybody. At the same time, you have to be judgmental about people, for example, or things. For example, don't judge things as good or bad. They all serve a purpose. At the same time, be judgmental. What that means is that if you know somebody is not capable of carrying out a task, then why give the person that task in the first place? So, for example, you do not cast pearls before swines. It's the same way you do not take gold and give gold to a lion because the lion has no use for that gold. So I'm trying out this view. I have an idea that it will be pretty, should I use the word whack? And obviously the sun will cast some irritating shadows on my face. Yeah, so mind you, I'm ready to go and cut my hair though. So you might as well just ride with me. Forgive the wind noise and all. Let me try to increase my mic gain so that I capture more of the environment. Yes, turn it up. Yep, probably try to kill the noise later on. But the question now is, how do we want the best for others, right? Without trying to control them, or without judging them. But because by the time, if you want to give somebody advice, precisely when they did not ask for it, it usually involves judgment first. So what that means is that you have judged the person first before giving the judgments. So that's a very serious question though. And yet, how do you show you care if you can't advise without asking for it? Yeah? I'm saying it's because you may have good intentions and people would see your actions more than they see your intentions. So what should you do? This noise is ridiculous. You have to get a sports car. That's a nice one. Okay, I think the best thing you can do is just that is what turn a blind eye. I mean, because in the very end, right? In the very end, nothing is either good or bad. Everything plays a certain role. Huh. And I don't want this guy who is feeling funny to do anything funny. I mean, his engine is pretty loud. Speaking of a loud engine, right? I just discovered a little trick that businesses use to control the minds of, or to control buying decisions, right? So what they do is they try to understand how we are wired, psychologically, physiologically, and they would rather play some psychological game than actually improve the products because why? That's more profitable. So, for example, they would rather give it's on vehicles. They rather make the exhaust make very loud noise, at the same time cause vibrations at the wheels to make the driver believe that he has a very powerful engine. But in reality, his engine is still an engine. It's still the same engine, but with a louder exhaust and more vibrations and more vibrations. So I think, yeah, and I think that's one other reason that the Mercedes Benz, I think, is it hybrid or electric vehicles are probably doing very bad right now. They are so bad that the Mercedes Benz has offered discounts, incredible discounts, and yet nobody wants it, right? So what they should realize is that it will take a time before people will begin to adopt vehicles. But trust me, capitalism always has a way of winning. Hey, capitalism has a way of winning. So something that you should watch out for. I think in this book, which I'm about to review, Shoot Your Psychological Moonshot, says that businesses will find it more profitable, right? More profitable to pull psychological stunts on customers because one, it is cheaper. It is just psychological tricks. And two, it drastically improves the purchasing power, sorry, the influence that product has on the potential customer, to make him a customer. So let me look for another one, right? So I'll give an example with detergent, right? So um, here, a lot of people wash with their arms, right? With their hands. And those cheap soaps back in the days, they used to be very, very irritating. They used to be functional, but they kind of felt off. So what this new guy is doing is, instead of working on the chemicals that wash the clothes, they rather make the soap generate more foam so that the person who's washing the clothes will feel like the soap is more effective. So mind you, I'm already close to my barber's place. So I'll probably show up when I'm done with my haircut. Okay, so I'm done with the haircut. Now going back home. So yeah, so I have this portion of my hair that is thinning out, right? Like hair loss, getting bald, and all of that. So it's one reason that from this, actually, yeah, it's been happening since I was like in high school, but I was too much of a, what should I say? I'll say a retard. I won't necessarily say I was pretty a retard. So I probably didn't understand what hair loss was. I'm not serious. In high school, the barbers would just talk about this portion of my hair. They call it chopping. And back then, I did not fully understand what it was. So until like last year, when a new barber was with explained it to me that my hair is actually receding. Ever since he said it, all of a sudden my attention has been drawn towards the receding hairline. It's somewhere around here. So when I look at my hair in the mirror, I kind of like now notice the receding hairline. So up until last year, I never knew. My mind never ever went there to a receding hairline. Which that reminds me. So let me digress a little bit. No, let me stay on track. I want to stop unnecessarily digression. So yes. So now looking at the mirror today again, seeing the receding hairline on the right side of my face, on my head rather. He now said that he too has receding hairline, but because of he has some afro that when he takes his hair to low cut, his receding hairline looks okay, looks normal. Then it dawned on me that I could also go on afro or I could go on dreads. Let it stick out for like a year or two, then I may get something good. But then again, I would have done that if I'm not dealing with like B2B. I would have done that if I had completely disregarded the enterprise sales, that is selling to enterprise customers, because I don't think any enterprise customer will see you with one with dreads and take you serious. I mean, except you're the boss. Or maybe that may be a false belief though. That may be a false belief, but I don't know yet. But basically, this is what I've concluded, right? I have a deal that I'm expecting to close in about 2 or 3 months. And if by 2 or 3 months the deal is closed, then I can say, you know what, I'm going on dreads because I'm going on dreads. And if you as an enterprise company invites me to your office, by then you should have seen my hair. By then you should have seen my dreads or my afro. Not entirely sure yet. Then I have this guy who is applying this thing, minoxidil and Damarola, so that he can patch up his receding hairline. I mean, I think minoxidil is a chemical, and I always feel like if a chemical can resolve it, then something natural and organic should be able to resolve it also. I'm thinking of what to use that is natural, even though it involves me eating it or eating it. I think that's better off than using chemicals, though, because they always have like side effects. And I also heard that if you're doing using minoxidil, you would also need to you might most likely need to what's the name? Keep using it forever or something, man. Yeah, you have to keep using it. If not, it's gonna go fall out and everything. So that's by the way. I'm gonna just check out some YouTube videos on it. So now I think now I've passed my message. Let me now talk about what I was about to digress on. So I recently watched a video by one guy who was calling out Layla. I think uh this guy that wrote $100 million list, Alex Homozy, was calling out Layla Homozy, saying that she took some particular drugs to to join a body competition or something, and then it messed up her voice. So now I've been watching her for some time, although I don't really relate to her. Her content to me is not so relatable. Personally, my personal opinion though, they feel like no, I don't want to give any opinion here, so it shouldn't be like I'm trying to be funny or something. But bottom line was that why he called her out, he spoke about her voice and the variation in her voice, that the drugs messed up her voice. And I was like, wait, what's wrong with her voice? Then I went, yeah, he now showed a clip where she was talking and people were commenting that she sounds like a dude. Then I watched her videos again. I felt like, oh, actually, she sounds like a dude. And she has also come out to say that she has some level of insecurity about her voice, and then her and Alex have discussed it, and Alex is like, "Don't worry, you should keep pushing." And like I said, I've been watching her, but I never noticed, I never paid attention to the voice because I was more about the message than the voice itself and the edit. But looking back at the voice, I'm like, it makes me remember that sometimes you may have insecurities, right? But truly, some people may not even be aware of the insecurities. They're just doing their thing. And it's until you bring it up, they would realize something is not right somewhere. So if you ever find yourself in that situation, always kind of know that things can be different. Uh, Let me just take the shortcut to my house. Because I have, so right now, today my plans are to give my content titles. After giving them titles, I was supposed to like wrap up on this website because I still took some side gigs this year, which I wouldn't take any side gig that's not enterprise level or a side gig where I have not already built a solution, because I feel like resellability to me is way more profitable than having to create from scratch. So I think I'll just keep referring any little side projects I get. So I want to wrap it up today, and from there call it an end, if you understand. So yeah, so if you're with me in the pattern of this ride with me when I spoke about always having to about my way moving forward with people who I think I like or who I think are doing some things that are messed up. I just feel like I should lead by example. And they like my example almost. Sam, Sam, if they like my example, I'm trying to get my guys' attention. I should lead by example, and if they like my example, then good for them. If they don't like it, if they're not asking for advice, I shouldn't give them advice. Then Jordan Peterson mentioned this in his book where he says the only reason you will give somebody advice if he doesn't ask for it is if you're trying to if you're trying to stroke your own ego. So let me get him from the back. Or something off. Alpha. Is the music so loud? The music so loud.
Yeah, it's loud.
I'm trusting your name. I stood. Yeah. Yeah. From this junction, yeah. No, yeah.
And I thought I saw someone that looked like you
When?
when I was coming. I'm
Very, very tough.
nice.
Probably my junior brother. What the way? Short,
Yeah.
armless. Yeah, exactly the one. Was he alone?
Yeah, he was alone.
Okay.
I greeted so living so. I was like,
Yeah.
you guys look alike.
He has everything now. Good thing. Good. He has work.
This is nice. That's my best shoes.
Sorry?
My best shoes.
Azix. No. Everywhere I go, they are the most rugged of all the brands I've ever used. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Of all the brands I've ever used, it's the longest lasting. Everything is comfortable. It's rugged. It's not expensive as
Yeah.
he likes.
I think I'm so.
Any, I think every single one of these have saved me at least 2 years of running. Not,
You can imagine how
I say, of running. Imagine if you just gym alone. Over 5 years, investment. Jeez. Yeah, the camera. Yeah, camera. Yeah. I'm just checking out something. Yeah.
This is one of my activities.
What's that?
Learning swimming and
Cycling.
cycling.
So that's on next year's list.
Yeah, next is for sure.
Oh, that's good.
For sure. In case I want to try Ironman.
Yeah. Oh,
So
yeah. But triathlon because even though you know how to swim, you have to learn how to swim long. Does Moshe still want to try it? No, Moshe?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's into it. Yeah.
Triathlon.
No, it's swimming one.
Yeah?
But this is the only thing to can.
Cycle.
I got my sports. We didn't use it for like 2 years. So just
Bro. Cycle. All those long distance bicycles are expensive.
very expensive. I saw one for 400, like used.
Mm-hmm.
So you can imagine. So I now went to pick up. I went to ask them that how much is it? Then, like 3 years ago, 2 years ago, they said 1.2.
Mm-hmm. For those ones that are those professional ones.
Yeah, 1.2. I just asked more money. I'll buy it.
As in, but it's different. It's different.
Yeah, you can see
I think the lighter it is, the more expensive it is. Because carbon fiber.
I could lift it.
Yeah, exactly. Now the more people they ride from Ireland.
Yeah, I see them.
Yeah, this morning like, I saw like 3 batches.
Oh, okay. So they go on Sundays.
Yeah, Saturday and Sundays. I'm sure of that.
Like
Some people.
3 batches or so.
Yeah, 3 batches I saw today, this morning. Yeah, I think it's good that way. Instead of them being everybody together. It's fun. Yeah, maybe as they're coming, they don't want. But I think if they go together, you form a very long convoy. It's very hard to protect. It's very hard to cover up logistics on that one. Yeah, 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Plus, if you're tired, you just stay at the back and then you move. Maybe long distance cycling might be. Buy their gear, their clothes. It's just then how many days a week do you cycle? No, but someone else cycle during the week. Some groups. Yeah.
So and the beauty about it is that case you don't have bicycle, you can rent out.
Yeah,
You can rent as well.
interesting.
You know,
I don't think it should be for profit. It should just be for the company. Yeah, guys, the guys that don't need the money, just for the company.
I think they do construction, I don't know. So they just
Is it that Ibile? Have you seen that there's a particular group that have Ibile or something?
do do
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It'll be
yeah, do
sorry. I don't know. It feels like it's Lagos State bands or something. It feels like in
they
Lagos
have
State.
money. They have their own money.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Is Moshe still around? Does she come to the gym?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, me great, sir.
Sure.
What service does she go for at the church?
Have a sense.
No, what service? What service? All the services.
Yeah, I think so.
You, which church do you go? Fountain. That's the one at
Yeah, but
Peju.
it's been a while.
I trust you. We'll see what tomorrow night. Yeah, safe. Yeah, that's a guy that I stopped to run with. I'll say run with, yeah, basically.